Morning, morning, morning. Joy bells and whistles. God bless you this morning. God bless you on this Win-Win Wednesday. Guess what? I'm still winning. You know why? Because I'm here. And that lets me know right now that I'm in it to win it. Anytime that the Lord wake you up on this side of life, that means that you still got an opportunity to get on the other side. You got an opportunity to make life good for you. You got an opportunity to sit around and hear and listen to what's happening. It's time for us to listen to our hearts. It's time for us to hear what God is saying. It's time for us to acclimate ourselves into things of God. We just talking this morning about are you listening, are you hearing? We still on that. I'm not going to leave that just yet. I think we still need to just ponder on are you listening, are you hearing? Because we hear. So, let me share this with you yesterday. Yesterday, I was sitting here writing. And my husband's at the dinner table having his dinner. Because most of the nights we do have dinner together. But because I had some dinner work done on my mouth, I'm not able to eat much. But nevertheless, he was sitting over there having dinner. In the apartment building that I live on the third floor. Very secure building. But every once in a while, the wind blows. And I notice that we hear what sounds like somebody's at the door. But it's just the wind blowing in the hallways. It's a strong condescendingness from the AC that blows or whatever it is blowing in the building. Kind of so often. And then mind you, we live next to the garbage chute, so residents are constantly going down. We don't hear them. God, thank God we don't hear them. But they go. We know they come. But we kept hearing what appeared to be somebody messing with the door. So, y'all don't know me, but you will get to know me if you hang on here with your girl, Juslee. I'm a gun collector. Love them. I don't just collect them. I also use them. Thank you very kindly. And I said, I'm not worried, baby. That door, I hear it all day. I says, but I just came to the conclusion that if somebody enter into their door and they ain't got no key, then they won't leave out that door. They have to get a hold of the door frame. I said, but when you hear things, sometimes we need to listen out for other stuff. See, hearing and listening go together. You might hear something, hear a noise, then you start listening. Hearing and listening go together. We need to quit hearing things and assuming instead of listening for clarity. How many of you know that an assumption is like an asshole? We didn't heard it before. It's like a behind. We all got them. Come on. Let's be clear. Let's be real. Let's be clear and let's be real this morning. Okay? That is very, very important for us to hear what is being said. Is to listen. Listen. For understanding. And anytime you don't understand what you're hearing, then you ask someone that's around. Or you go to the person that is speaking. Oh yeah, we allow words. Come on, we're talking about words. It ain't but 26 letters in the alphabet. And those 26 letters form words that have ruined people. When you know who you are, you shouldn't care what nobody say about you. Most of the discard and disgruntled that we have in society is all wrapped around what somebody say. It's all wrapped around what somebody said. But sometimes you need to just get clarity when you hear it so you can walk away with it already being done. So if you choose to never deal with that person based on what they said, excuse me, just because that's how they felt at that time does not necessarily mean that that's what they meant. Well, you said it, and we all say stuff that we don't mean. I done said stuff to my husband that I know I didn't mean, and we still been together, married 27 years. Hello, 25 years June. We'll be celebrating 25 years of marriage. We done said some stuff and did some stuff. But where's the love? Where's the love? Because when you understand that people get angry, frustrated, and they might say some things that they don't really mean, but out of anger, people say things. We got to learn how to hear and listen. And we also got to pay attention to the moment that it's said, the environment, the attitude. And then we got to think about what we might have said or did to cause that. Everybody always want to point the finger at the villain, but they never know what button they push to cause that villain to appear. Oh, I know I'm a villain. Don't get it twisted. And I'm an HP villain at that. Born and raised in the streets of San Francisco. Born and raised in Hunters Point, California. So I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm a villain. But if you don't push that button, she might not never appear. Because we're talking about the love right now. We're talking about hearing and listening still. We're talking about making clarity and understanding and asking. Excuse me. What did you just say? I need to make sure I heard what you said. And then if they said something that you really don't like, say, okay, I just need to know if that's what you said. So I know the next time I see you, act like I don't see you. I'll say, oh, okay. Because most people that say or do something out of line, or say something to you, or cause you some harm, or cause you some discard, they know it. They know it. I had a situation here that I sent a message to my daughter that was supposed to have been to my daughter, but it was about my goddaughter. But the goddaughter ended up getting the message, so I guess it was for her. Her feelings was hurt. I know they were, but so was mine. And that's the reason why my response was. But she never thought about what she did or what caused me to respond. Yeah, I checked myself. Because what I heard, I respond based on what I heard. But then when I put myself in a position to listen, there was no conversation. See, because what I did is that I responded on what I heard somebody else say. Oh, we got to stop listening to other people sometime. Sometimes half the mess that we tolerate in life is he say, she say. We're talking about are you hearing, are you listening? Just because you hear something from somebody don't mean you always got to listen to what they said. Hearing it is hearing it, but listening is when you let it get in your spirit. You don't, just because you heard it don't mean you have to be listening to it. See, for some reason we incline our ears to listen to things that is not even important. We need to do better when it comes to the art of listening and hearing. And the things that we hear, if something you hear inside of what you're listening for has value and substance, then I need for you to take that part that matters and utilize it. But for some reason, when we hear certain things and we're listening for certain stuff, we only hear negative things, and that's what we hang the whole day on. There, what I heard she said, what she texted me and said. Well, sometimes people say things out of anger, and we have to go back and think about what caused it. We got to be accountable. We need to start hearing and listening to our hearts and our minds. Stop listening to the things on the sideline. This your girl, Juslee. I'm your traffic coach today. I'm just trying to help you out. I need for you guys to stay focused. Today is Win-Win Wednesday. When you get in your lane, I want you to pay attention. I need you to listen to the navigator that's going on in your mind, that's keeping you focused, the navigator that's going to keep you straight and focused. I need for you to get in your lane. I need you to run your race with grace. I need you to not allow what you hear or what you listening to get in your spirit and take you places that you shouldn't go. I need for you to be steadfast of who you are, establish your own self. Who are you? And stop letting things that you hear distract you from things you need to listen to. Sometimes you'll hear things through the grapevine and you won't even listen to the person to clarify or bring clarification to the situation. You automatically don't want to listen. Girl, I don't want to listen to nothing you got to say because you done already heard some garbage. And for some reason, you allowed that garbage to manifest inside you. Oh, this your girl, Juslee. I'm just talking today about hearing and listening. Oh, we still going back to Marvelous Monday where we talked about, are you hearing or are you listening? But here we is on Win-Win Wednesday, and we still want to know, did I hear you right? We talking about, did I hear you right today? Did I hear you right? Yeah, if you're listening or you hear you. That's what I'm talking about. Did I hear you right? Get clarity. Stop walking away with frustration and anger and not connecting with your joy because of the fact that you heard something or you hearing something through the grapevine that really does not matter. This your girl, Juslee. You know I love you. You know I love you. I love you. I love you so much. This Win-Win Wednesday. I want y'all to win. And I want y'all to hear things right. I want y'all to take this day and I want y'all to ask for clarity. Excuse me. Did I hear you right? Did I hear you right? Because sometimes just because we hear you and we listening don't mean we heard you right. This your girl, Juslee. And I want you to make sure that you're hearing right this week. Spend the rest of this week, get over this hump. And until I meet you back on Friday, I want you to make sure that they heard you right. And I want you to make sure you hearing them right. We're talking about, are you listening or are you hearing? Oh, we're going to stay on this thing until you hear the joy bells. God bless you today. I hope you guys have a fabulous Wednesday. Just as me, I'm headed out. Doctors, or you already know. But I love you so much. And I'll meet you back here on Friday. Oh, my God. And we're going to thank God that it's Friday. Lord, I completely lost my chain of thought. Love you. Bye.